to show respect to the audience and respect your own business. It was a way to protect it.
And I'm Kayfabe Avenue, and I'm Kayfabe Focus.
It's Kayfabe Avenue. Ladies and gentlemen, heels and faces, casual wrestling fans, and all you smart marks. I'm Kayfabe AJ.
And I'm Kayfabe Focus.
And I'm E.A.
And this is Kayfabe Avenue. And tonight we're bringing you the AEW Dynamite wrap-up. Just a few short minutes. Actually, like about an hour out now from Dynamite. We got the results of last night's AEW Awards. So, gentlemen, you want to run that down before we get straight into this Dynamite?
Sure. You got it, Focus?
Go ahead.
All right. So the first category was best moment on the mic, and the nominees were MJF, We Deserve Better speech, Cody Rhodes accepts the dog collar match, Jon Moxley accepts Inner Circle invitation, Brandy Rhodes confronts Jade Cargill, and Orange Cassidy debates with Chris Jericho, and the winner of that category was Cody Rhodes accepts dog collar match. How y'all feel about that?
So yesterday, I believe we all agree Orange Cassidy, for the simple fact that he was unexpected to have any type of promo work or anything like that.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess.
I think I picked Cody Rhodes.
I picked Cody.
I picked Cody Rhodes because of his intensity in that promo. Like, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely went for Orange Cassidy last night. So, okay, it goes to Cody. What was the next result?
Next category is the biggest surprise. The nominees was Matt Hardy's debut, Jake the Snake Roberts confronts Cody, Brody Lee arrives as the Exalted One, Sting's AEW debut, and Miro revealed as the best man. And the winner for that is Sting's AEW's debut.
Obviously, that was
horrible.
We said it. We knew it was going to be Sting, but in reality, it should have been Brody Lee.
Yeah.
We went into full detail in our prediction, AEW Award prediction show last night. So, guys, check that out. We had a lot of insight into the picks and what we thought they should have been. We even thought a lot of people in this list were left out.
Yeah, there was a lot of people in this list.
So check that show out. It's on YouTube as well as all the podcast streaming platforms. So check that out. But what was the next one?
The next category is breakout star for male, and it's the nominees are Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, Eddie Kingston, and John Silver, and the winner is Darby Allin. How y'all feel?
You know, we picked John Silver, our boy John Silver, and I felt
Johnny Hungy.
I feel like it was split between the people who really watch all of the product, BTE, everything included, and maybe the viewers who just watch Dynamite. Based off Dynamite, I feel like would have went that direction with Darby Allin. If you watch BTE and you see the rise of the Dark Order over this past year, John Silver should have been a shoo-in. So,
and I really wanted I felt like Ricky Starks got snubbed out. Like, he deserved to at least be nominated because he's been having a phenomenal year with the Taz shit, and Emerald Hobbs and Brian Cage and Taz, like they've been dope. So I feel like not even getting nominated was like, you know what I mean?
That's like a slap. That was a slap in the face for them.
Yeah, like that was some bullshit.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that I felt that same way for.
All right, the next category is breakout star female, and the nominees was Hikaru Shida, NJ, Tay Conti, Big Swole, and Penelope Ford, and the winner was Hikaru Shida.
Obviously.
Nah, man.
How are you the breakout star? You were pretty much
you was a champ for like 6-7 months.
Probably longer than that at this point.
And she never drew it down.
She should have not even been on the category. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the champ.
You got outshined by the NWA women's title and the women fighting for that.
Anna Jay should have won this one.
It'd be the breakout star, but we kind of saw that coming.
Yeah. All right. Next category is the biggest beatdown. And the nominees are the Inner Circle jumps Orange Cassidy, the Dark Order attacks the Nightmare Family, Nyla Rose put Rio plus Sheeta through tables, Brian Cage sneaks attack John Moxley, and the Nightmare Family and the Inner Circle brawl. And the winner for that is the Inner Circle jumps Orange Cassidy.
I don't agree with that.
I
We
don't-
Nah, we went with the Dark Order attacks the Nightmare Family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you break the TNT championship of old, the one that was supposed to be of sentimental value to Cody, the original champion with the original belt that was a prototype, not finished. He destroyed the belt and whipped his ass with it.
Yep.
You had the story, you had the fact that the New Order was establishing dominance. Brody Lee was establishing his reign. I feel
And
like
then Jake puts Brandy to sleep. Like it was a lot of elements in that.
You know,
In that.
there was a lot of things that, and they even brought out Dustin and QT knocked out, like
There was
too.
so
Like,
much.
it was
There
like
was so
it
much
was the whole
elements.
Nightmare Family.
There was so much elements in that segment that it should have been. It should have been a shoe in. But yo, who's voting for this shit? Like, like did the fans vote in? Like,
they weren't really clear on who was voting, what the voting system looked like.
yeah, like, can we get votes in? Like, what the fuck? Like, Yachi's
I
in
don't know
this?
if you let the fans be in charge of the voting, or even adding to the process of who should be in these
Who
categories.
should get nominated? Yeah.
Different, completely different lineup.
All right. The next category is the High Flyer Award. The nominees are Ray Phoenix, Mark Quinn, Nick Jackson, and the Bastard Pac. With the winner going to Ray Phoenix. I think we all chose Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
He's been on fire all last year. His moves is
Even though blasphemy, Sammy Guevara wasn't even a
he should have been nominated. Yes, I agree with that. Sammy should have been in this list at least.
They credit a lot of the moments throughout the year and the people who perform these moves and forget who was getting the move performed on, and the fact that he did his own thing. Come on.
But all right. Next category is the hardest moment to clean up after, whatever the fuck that means.
The janitor award.
Yeah, the janitor.
Janitor
I hope it goes to the janitor, the niggas that clean up fucking the Daily's place. I hope that's who wins this shit. Orange Cassidy drops orange juice on the Inner Circle, the parking lot brawl, the bunkhouse match, and Big Swole dumps garbage on Britt Baker, with the winner going to the parking lot brawl, which is Proud and Powerful versus the Best Friends, which I thought was it was out of that in the bunkhouse match because I thought that match was good.
Bunkhouse match.
It was
Yeah, we went with the bunkhouse match, but the parking lot brawl was pretty good. It could have went either way.
good, so I'm not too mad at that.
Yeah.
The next category is the biggest FTW moment. Cody Rhodes steel cage moonsault. Sammy Guevara hit by a golf cart. Kenny Omega wins the AEW World Championships and walks out of AEW. Bloody Britt Baker versus Haku Rashida. And the Young Bucks frog splash off the stadium railing, with the winner going to Kenny Omega wins the AEW Championship and walks out. How y'all feel?
We knew
I don't know, man. This isn't what I expected. I feel like I should have went to something that was more shocking because it was like I had a feeling since Callis was starting to show up that there was going to start involving Impact in a way, and she and him walk out of AEW and go to Impact. It wasn't really that shocking to me. I felt like Cody doing that moonsault off the cage onto Wardlow. That was something shocking. I was like, oh wow,
Yeah,
Cody never did something like that. That was very unexpected from Cody. And everything else is like, oh, bloody Britt Baker. Like it's like she got a little bit of color because Sheeta broke her nose and shit like that. But so what? And it's like
I went with the Young Bucks off the stadium, but I don't know. I guess whatever. Kenny wins that. How you feel, AJ?
I already knew that was gonna happen, and I said it. I was like, "There's either two versions of." We didn't know exactly what the fuck means, So we were like, is it what the fuck?
Yeah,
Or
like
fuck?
it could have been flipped
And I
anyway.
think it was the cringy, like, what the fuck with Kenny Omega, and that's exactly what happened. Why is this moment being compared to the screw job when Kenny Omega was all in the right for doing what he did? John Moxley attacked Don Callis. Why?
Cause Don Callis ain't mind his business and he got up off a commentary.
And AEW forgets the rules 90% of the time. So now all of a sudden that he brings a hardcore element to the most hardcore champion so far in AEW, right? Barbed wires and all this, right? Unsanctioned matches, and it's a screw job.
Whatever.
Okay.
Next category is
Holy this crap.
next category is the LOL award, which is the nominees are Jericho and MJF, the Dinner Debonair, Britt Baker waxes Tony Schiavone, the Young Bucks kick MJF into a pool, the Inner Circle Vegas trip, and the winner goes to the Young Bucks kick MJF in the pool. How y'all feel? I went with the Vegas trip. I thought that shit was hilarious. The whole trip. It was 2 segments throughout the night.
Yeah.
It was the best.
It was so much
The
shit going
best.
on.
The best.
That shit was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
That should have not even been there, yo. That fucking musical, that shit should have not even been on the list. That should be for the cringy award of the year.
Yeah, for sure. And which one won, you said?
And that what?
Which one won?
Oh, the Young Bucks kick MJF in a pool.
Trash.
That was the moment.
I don't even remember that.
Who is voting this shit, yo? Like, who is voting this?
Was that during Jericho's cruise?
So nothing that was during Jericho's cruise.
It was?
Yeah, I remember now. Was there nothing that John Silver did this year that was more hilarious than someone getting kicked in the pool? No John Silver mentioned in this category.
He did a whole bunch. He not even nominated, bro. Who's voting this crap? Who vote this crap? Like
I got the debonair shitstorm. Win this shit, then a super kick into the pool. Come on, guys.
I thought the Inner Circle, like that funny though. Like the Inner Circle Vegas trip was hilarious.
I thought that was way better.
Like, get out of here. Or the Tony Schiavone, the Britt Baker Tony Schiavone was even funnier than that.
AEW is known for comedy at this point, like so much comedy. And this was the LOL choices.
Who voting?
This was trash.
All right.
Was that the last one?
Now we got two more. Okay. The next category is the best Twitter follow, and the nominees are MJF, Orange Cassidy, Dr. Britt Baker, and Nyla Rose, with the winner going to Nyla Rose. No.
How, Sway?
Yo, bro. MJF is hilarious.
Where's the Kanye West? How, Sway?
He is hilarious, yo. Him and Iron Sheik
is always shooting on Twitter, and you're talking
about
my
two favorite. Him and Iron Sheik are my two favorite right now on Twitter to follow. And you know what's crazy? He's not scared to holler back at fans. He would snap right back at a fan.
He's shitting on Brody Lee Jr.
He talks shit to everybody about everybody, or like he's hilarious. I know he's kayfabing, but he is so funny. I don't even know what Nyla Rose does on Twitter. Like,
right.
like what the fuck is going on? Yo, who's voting this shit?
Yeah, who's voting this crap?
You know, like we need the Triple H side. We need the Triple H side. Who's voting this crap? And the last category is the Bleacher Report pay-per-view moment of the year, and the nominees are the Stampede Stadium match. Moxley wins the AEW Championship. Sheeta wins the AEW Women's Championship. Omega and Page defeat the Young Bucks. Darby Allin wins the TNT title from Cody, and the Young Bucks win the AEW Championship. And now the winner is the Stampede Stadium match. How y'all feel? I kind of picked the Stampede Stadium.
You know what I feel about this? You know what I feel about this?
Let's go,
Uh-oh.
Cornette. Let's go, Cornette. Cornette bars.
Nothing but garbage, gang.
But garbage.
Nothing. You can't even see it, right? Nothing but garbage, gang.
Get your Macho Man bars. It should have went to the it should have went to the Page and the Bucks and Mega, like that match. That was the 5-star match.
That shouldn't even be up for debate. That match was better.
I understand that. I understand the stadium match was innovative. It was different. It was something we never seen before. But that wasn't no fight. It was a comedy match more than a fucking real match, like that tag team match.
Exactly.
But whatever. But yeah, that's the awards. And you know what makes it worse? Most of it that won this shit is all the it's either the inner circle or the elite. It's bias gang.
Did we not?
Where's Team Taz?
They to book themselves.
Yo, they ain't even get nominated, bro. Not one of them. Not one of them.
No
bias gang. They just gave each other
the LOL moment have been.
The LOL is
Lance Archer. No, I would have rather it been Lance Archer putting that dude through the
ceiling. Yup. Just walking by, just threw a dude through the ceiling and walked away. Like, come on.
There's so many better choices throughout this year, but
yeah, like
AEW Awards from BR Live. So we promised we'd give you the results on that, and we came through.
Whatever.
Let's skip on past that and let's go straight down the card of AEW Dynamite, and the show starts with Eddie Kingston versus the Murder Hawk Monster Lance Archer. I had some technical difficulties in the beginning of the show, but I'm glad that I went back and watched. It was a good match.
Yeah, it was decent.
Great match.
It was decent. It was better than what I expected with Eddie.
Eddie Kingston is not a wrestler's wrestler. He's not technical at all. He's good for taking hits and throwing punches, but the moves that he was doing with Lance Archer, specifically like the choke slam on the apron and a couple like heavy-handed stuff, it was really good. Lance Archer usually doesn't work with like bigger size guys. He usually with these small stature dudes, throwing them around, tossing them, quick matches. Yeah. This was actually like what, a good 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, it was good. It was decent.
So,
and it was better than
it was a very hard hitting match.
Yeah, and it was better, and like it was better than what I expected from Eddie Kingston from what we've seen before. He took a lot of hard bumps and he got up and he kept fighting. He got some offense to him too. It wasn't like Lance Archer was watching.
Oh, it wasn't squashed by any means.
You know what I mean? So it was definitely a good match. You know what I'm saying?
And then you had the Butcher and the Blade and the Bunny beating up Jake the Snake.
Yeah, they brought him out.
They ended up dragging him from backstage because Lance Archer wanted a fair fight.
Yeah, he in the beginning of the match he took.
So you was asking throughout the match, like, is Lance Archer turning face? Like, is that what we're getting? And it's dynamic because Eddie Kingston is like an in-between kind of dude. You like him against certain people, you hate him against others. I really don't understand the pairing of Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston, but this was probably one of Eddie Kingston's better matches.
Yeah.
I'd even probably put this over him and Moxley. And that was a championship match.
Yeah, and that was like a Street Fighter stuff, right? No disqualification. Like
it was like I quit match.
Yeah, it was yeah.
It was an I quit match. So like Focus said, the Butcher and the Blade come out. The Bunny also comes out hooded up. I didn't really recognize that at first, but it was the Bunny. Slides in some brass knuckles, or as I believe JR said, the knuckle dusters. I was like,
the knuckle dusters.
Shout out JR.
Knuckle duster, is this Grand Theft Auto 3? Like, where we get the knuckle dusters from?
Shout out JR.
So
you gotta love JR, man.
Kingston the knuckle dusters, and he ends up not punching him with it, but like backhanding him.
Yeah.
With it, pulled it off really good. It looked really good on TV. Knocks Lance Archer out in a good way. 1, 2, 3 is over. So Eddie Kingston, surprisingly, with the win. I was
upset victory.
Odds in my mind were going towards Lance Archer for this. So I actually want to see this continue. Maybe get
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a story building.
Match.
I
Up the
think
I
it's
want I want to see a hardcore match too. So
yeah, I think there's gonna be definitely a story building. It's gonna continue.
well,
Lance is gonna want his
definitely gonna be a revolution.
yeah,
he's gonna want
Revolution
his
is
win
when
back.
March, I believe, right?
Yeah,
We
March
have
7th.
a month away, and they're already promoting their first match.
Yeah, well, they kind of announced a lot of matches already
For
with
next week and the pay-per-view.
yeah,
Yep.
we got the pay-per-view. That's right.
Yeah,
So
so I'll give it
what
like
you
a
guys
7.
rate
I'll give it a 7.
I give it like a 7.5.
Yeah, it was dope. It wasn't that. It
I
wasn't
give it an
an
8.
opener. That was the
Even
opener.
eight. Wow, you usually rank lower than us. That's so that means that was a pretty
You really got to look at that choke slam to the apron,
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt
to
me.
the outside. That shit was
Shit.
crazy.
That shit looked like it hurt him. Like,
And
woo.
then it was. I felt like there was really good psychology as they bought Jake the Snake, and Eddie Kingston got the win with the knuckle duster. So it made both of them look strong because Lance Archer didn't lose clean. So
yeah,
Yeah.
it's true, and it gives us more storyline threads to pull on this, and continue to have them give them something to do. This was the first time that I was actually interested in the pairing between the two.
Yeah. So definitely a dope
Uh,
opener. Dope opener.
After that, we head on to a little promo from John Moxley, the champion, talking about the whole situation with the match at Beach Break, which is next week, like you said. And I believe it's him, Ray Phoenix, and Pac versus the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega. So, a lot of people who can't even stand each other being paired together in a match. So he's pretty much talking about the high volatile situation that he's in, and he's interested. He's with the shit. That's basically what he's been saying for the past couple of weeks. Oh, Kenny, you want to bring Impact guys? You want to bring the Bullet Club or whatever? You don't know who's the Bullet Club. You don't know who's the Elite. I'm with the shits. Bring them all. They all got to come through me. So
His promo game, you already know. You already know what to expect from a Moxley promo. Like he talk from the heart. You know what I mean? And he speak with conviction. It sounds believable. So you already know what it is with him.
yeah,
yep,
definitely.
you're gonna have to get ready for gang warfare.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how you ended. That was a good way to end it. Next up we have Sting and Darby Allin. They're finally together in segments, guys. No more Darby's in trouble and Sting comes out and doesn't talk and just stands there monotone, and everybody just scatters and runs.
And they're apparently in the old WCW Thunder Warehouse.
That's what it looked like, right?
Yeah.
No one saw that somewhere.
That's what
So
it looked like.
it was a laughable promo to me. Darby trying to up the mystique in his promo and then ends up hilariously trying to throw the skateboard through the glass, and it came off so weak.
That's supposed to scare somebody, so you threw your skateboard out the window. Like, what that mean? And then Sting breaking the windows with his whatever.
He's
It took him a lot of effort and a lot of wins just to do that.
Like, what the fuck?
Just saying.
puffing. The face paint was dripping already at that
He
fifth.
was already sweating. Like, that shit took all his energy.
he had a few black tears coming down after that.
Like, what the fuck? Like, whatever.
Jokes aside, Sting was actually the better part of that promo.
Yeah.
And he was the believable part of that promo. Pretty much
Yeah.
telling them, you want to take it to the street, we can do that. Smash is about 6 windows. If you want to smash something, you do it like Sting did.
Yeah.
The skateboard out the window didn't really give the effect. It made me laugh more so than he's talking business. No, it made me laugh leading into Sting trying to take it serious. So at least Sting saved the promo for me.
Yeah, but the thing is like, you realize we have like 5 weeks away until the pay-per-view. So it's 5 weeks of these type of promos that they're gonna be doing every fucking week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or little segments where they in the random place.
They're gonna be like,
I'm already.
They're gonna be like, hi, I'm Stang, and welcome to Darby Allin's Jackass, and he's gonna push him off the ramp.
He's gonna help zip him in the body bag so he can
Yeah.
help throw him somewhere. I don't know.
He's gonna catapult him into his kitchen.
I think they took so long with the mysterious angle of their characters, and they still haven't fully explained why they even decided to pair it, besides the fact that everybody already thought they would pair it.
Because they like turtles.
I feel like they stretched it too long, and now that you say 5 weeks, do I want to go through 5 more weeks of these promos?
Yes. Do you?
Nah, I don't.
I'm not gonna jump out the window and say no. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they pull it off. Hopefully they'll make it sparingly. Like if we, because I want to see other matches promos too. Like I don't just always. I want to see a Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker promo. Or like Britt Baker invites her into a waiting room.
Well, hopefully they rotate the next 5 weeks like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like rotate them. Don't always just let it be the same shit all every week. You know what I mean?
But if it's 5 weeks straight of it's Sting and
Right.
I don't know.
Darby just acting mysterious,
I'm gonna get sick of it. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna get sick of it.
I like Turtles. Chris Jericho.
Dear Sting, I wrote you, but you still ain't call us.
We got Chris Jericho and MJF versus the Varsity Blondes.
Stone Cold Griff Garrison and Flying Brian.
This is the best I think the Varsity Blondes looked as a tag team.
This was a great match.
And they finally had somebody in the ring that can actually make them look better. Not only that, I feel like Jericho has been kind of not slipping, but a little rusty. He hasn't been wrestling a lot. So the last couple times we did see him, he didn't look, like 100% Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
This match, he looked a little better, hit the Lion Salt, caught Judas Effect midair to Griff Garrison, Stone Cold Griff Garrison.
Griff Garrison.
You know what's funny is the more I see him wrestle, the more I could picture him bald and actually probably going that angle. If he got more built up and muscular and eventually went bald in 5-10 years, I could see him being like Stone Cold Griff Garrison.
I don't want to. I don't know. Too cheesy. Too predictable.
That's Stone Cold Griff Garrison. We got Flying Brian Pillman Jr.
Make your own.
Right. You know what? Right now he's stunning Griff Garrison. According
stunning Griff Garrison.
Stunning. Yeah, we got stunning Griff Garrison right now. He took a good Judas Effect, so the Inner Circle could pick up the win. Inner Circle was completely surrounded the ring for this. I'm still upset that Pride and Powerful are not the fucking main tag team of the Inner Circle. It just doesn't make sense to me. Period.
It was on Dark last night. They caught a win on Dark last night, but we want them to start getting in the ranks, man. Like they really the legitimate tag team in the Inner Circle. Like everybody else is just made up from single stars. Like we got to cut the shit already. Like what are we doing? But
we're trying to market MJF and Chris Jericho apparently.
Whatever.
I mean that match is eventually coming down the line, but I don't like when certain things are phoned in, and it's like the only thing that's interesting me in this entire Inner Circle situation is Sammy Guevara. Sammy goes on his own and starts doing his own thing. He doesn't need the Inner Circle anymore.
Yeah.
So that's the only storyline thread in that whole thing that I enjoy. I want to see Sammy beat MJF's face in pretty much.
I think Sammy's ready for a TNT shot. Like he's a breakout from that group as a solo wrestler. He's very impressive, and I think him and Darby will put on a dope match. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, I don't think the Inner Circle needs to break up, and I don't think Sammy needs to necessarily leave the Inner Circle.
He does.
Need to drop this MJF shit. Won't we? Or just get to it already. Just get to it already.
It's been for months.
He needs somebody to watch his back.
See, just talking about it is putting E to sleep. So let's move on. We get a little recap of the AEW Awards that we ran down earlier in the show, and
Yep.
we got a message from Shaq from that show, and basically calling out Cody Rhodes when, where. Um, I'm ready. I've been training for a couple of months. Does anybody really want to see Shaq in this match?
Yo, unless they have a battle rap competition, and then Shaq is saying, "Yo, Cody, how my ass tastes? How my ass tastes? Cody, how my ass tastes?"
They should have
It's the only way I'd accept it at this point.
yo, but Shaq don't have yo. He literally retired because he fucked up his Achilles tendons on the basketball court. He had to retire. He couldn't even finish that season. Why are you trying to wrestle, bro? Like, yo,
I
God
mean, that's
forbid,
not
you fuck your leg up again.
that's really not rare in wrestling, honestly, because depending on the style that you choose in wrestling, you can hide your injuries. People
Oh,
like The Rock,
but he's a big. You gotta
started
understand.
his
He's a
career
big guy. He's a big guy. You know what I'm saying? And
He
this is
probably replaced
bro.
his ankle, so he good.
Like, yo, come on, man. But
there's been
whatever.
various people who've been injured in other sports like basketball, like um football, like The Rock, and I believe even Undertaker, who used to be a basketball player, Kane, who used to be basketball players. They used to do other sports and injured themselves and couldn't do it and managed to find a new career in WWE or wrestling world, period. So that's not out the realm of possibility that he could give a match, but Shaq learning to wrestle at this time of his
His,
life,
his-
I,
yo, listen, I love Shaq. I love Shaq. His
manager role, celebrity in AEW.
something like that. Like I love Shaq. You don't get me wrong. Like I always watch Inside Sports TNT with him, Kenny, and Barkley and them. And you know what I mean? Of course, he's a character. He's hilarious on there and all that. I don't want to see this right now. No, no, I
Yeah,
don't
me
want to see
either.
this.
But
I don't.
before
I don't
we,
have no confidence at all on Shaq doing anything crazy in this match.
yeah, let's put a pin in that for a second before we continue on with the show. Let's take a quick break to our sponsors, the people who keep the lights on, keep this Kayfabe Avenue train moving, and we'll be
Sure.
right back after these messages. And we're back. We left off with Shaq and his little promo from the AEW Awards, pretty much giving the challenge to Cody Rhodes. So this leads directly into Tony Schiavone in the ring, and he's interviewing Cody Rhodes with Arn Anderson, and pretty much talking about what we just saw as far as Shaq and the situation with Cody, and Cody's pretty much I don't know if he was accepting the match really. He was talking about the fact that he wished he can say that they can have this match. Brandy is pregnant, and getting the cheap pops for the crowd for that, and
Yeah.
pretty much downplaying the fact that they're gonna have this match. Arn Anderson finally speaks up, finally sounds like a manager, and tells him that there's something he wants to see. Brings out Red Velvet, obviously, who we've been saying for weeks
Baby
that we
Brandy.
know Brandy's just gonna be replaced with Brandy. So
Little Brand.
Red Velvet, Little Brand Rhodes comes out. She got fire in her eyes, and this is what uh, Arn wanted to show him. You guys are blind. You just realized that she's been getting her ass whooped in place of Brandy. Uh, none of that. No rundowns. No nothing. Okay, we waited this long, but nonetheless, the
She's
match.
not even part of the Nightmare family, technically.
That what?
She's not even part of the Nightmare family, technically.
She's Brandy's clone, so she's automatically she's automatically in.
She's in the fam already. You know what I'm saying?
So
This was an obvious pick. We already saw this coming.
yeah, we saw it coming, but I really wish they would have took this opportunity to book a really good female talent that can carry a division. Or bring in somebody new. You're bringing in someone like with the spectacle of Shaq, celebrity status. You got someone who looks like she was built out of marble, in jade. So we should have had someone who, storyline wise, it makes perfect sense. I understand it completely.
Right.
But I want this someone with more impact to being added to this. This was kind of shoehorned in.
Yeah.
So any thoughts on that before we move on?
I mean, Good promo. She cut a dope promo. It was strong, and I just want to see what happens. I'm anxious to actually see what Jay could do. You know what I'm saying?
I
She looks
think
good.
I think Red Velvet's been proven a lot on AEW Dark, and being at Dr. Britt Baker's waiting room a couple weeks ago and everything. And now she's basically cutting this promo and everything that she obviously had to rehearse a couple times to get it down packed. But it's good. I think it's a great improvement. I do I feel like she's gonna be good against Jade Cargill. I don't know because nobody has seen
We
Jade
haven't seen her.
Cargill
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We
in the
haven't
ring
seen her
either.
in the ring.
But I know that Red Velvet's kind of good, so she's probably gonna stir it up real nice.
Let's see what happens. I just want to see what Jay could do. You know what I'm saying? Brandy was the one who handpicked her in the Nightmare Factory herself to call up and put a
Okay.
record
Don't
story
get
with
it
her.
twisted. This is no, Red Velvet slander. I just really wish they would have took this opportunity to have somebody like match, maybe not the star power of Shaq, but the weight in the wrestling business. Bring someone in. Um,
Yeah.
Somebody who we know. Oh shit, game changer. She could change the women's division right now.
Tessa.
Sadly, that's someone who
Valkyrie.
would shake it, but maybe Valkyrie, her contract's up or
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
up soon, so that makes sense. So let's move on from that. We have Hangman Adam Page, boo, fuck Hangman, fuck Hangman, fuck Hangman, versus Ryan Nemeth, aka Don Zigzag,
Baby Ziggler.
aka Baby Ziggler,
Look just like him too.
aka
It's
Dolph
crazy.
Ziggler's brother.
AKA
Oh,
not the one that killed somebody.
damn.
Look,
I didn't even know that.
look just like him too. It's crazy.
I'm
Like,
calling him Don Zigzag because I feel like AEW dropped the ball with the opportunity to rib WWE. And instead of him being like Don Ziggler or something, he could have been Don Zigzag, and his finisher was the Ziggler.
that's too petty. It's too petty, bro. Too petty of a shot. Let him be his own man.
All
Let him,
jokes aside, but yeah, he's definitely standing out his own man. But he reminds me of Dolph rookie days when he first debuted the Dolph Ziggler gimmick, blonde hair, really short, trunks, remind me just like his brother.
yeah.
So that's where the joke comes from. But
He actually looked good though. Like I was like
This is
this
a
was
great
a good
match.
match.
he
This was
was
a good
good.
match.
You know what I mean? He was taking the bumps. He got his offense off for Hangman, and I want to see more of him. I'm glad that they debuted him on Dynamite, so they're like dark or something. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that was a big change too. They
So I
usually
got
don't debut people like that on Dynamite
it.
unless they're like
Yeah.
heavy hitters. So
So I guess they already know the caliber of wrestler he is, and
I mean, you gotta look at his brother as probably an example of what maybe he can bring to the table.
exactly.
Dolph Ziggler is a top of the line amateur wrestler, and behind the scenes, and not only that has so much knowledge and history in WWE.
Yeah.
So
So
he has that in his family. Has someone who he can spar with, who he can train with,
you get his
who
points.
he can get
Points.
insight from. So I expect definite big things from Ryan.
Yeah, dope match. I give it a 7.5. It was what I most better than what I expected. You know what I'm saying? And he looked like he could go, and I want to see more of him. Definitely. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So Hangman Page pulls off this win with like a spinning discus fit,
Wait,
and then ends up hitting him with a
With the buckshot.
clothesline off the ropes, setting him up for the buckshot. So series of clotheslines, hit him with the buckshot lariat, and
wait. Matt Hardy also came out too.
I,
Mhm.
I grade this match an 8, and yeah, Matt Hardy definitely did come up, but before that, what do you grade the match, Focus?
Yeah, I give it a 7.5.
It was I would say it was like a 7. It was pretty good. Hangman definitely carried this match, and Ryan did a great job. This is he should be somebody that they should probably keep on Dark and everything. You know, nothing else much to say about that. There's not really much storyline going except for the fact that Matt Hardy came out and basically saying that he has Hangman's back, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, offering his services without pressuring him any, contracts or service,
He was already scheming. He's scheming. He's
But
scheming.
it's the obvious money match scheme.
He's
Maybe
scheming.
Corny.
maybe this is the one offer that Hangman Page actually accepts. But for the next couple of weeks, I'm probably gonna say fuck Hangman, fuck Hangman, fuck Hangman for denying the Dark Order's invitation to join the group last week.
Disrespect the
How
Cowboy
dare
shit.
you hurt John Silver the way you did?
You gonna disrespect Cowboy shit?
How?
Yeah, he disrespected the Dark Order. But yeah, Matt Hardy offering his services. So that's an interesting storyline thread to pull on going forward. And I'm actually interested for once in his group private party that turned heel last week. So probably trying to add to his ranks with Hangman Page. We'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
But next up we have Cash Wheeler and Tully Blanchard, who's handcuffed to Luchasaurus for the matchup of Jungle Boy versus Dax Harwood. And great fucking match.
Yeah, match of the night.
Right now, match of the night.
My opinion, match of the night. Both of them was doing a lot of Jungle Boy, man. I told you earlier, he came a long way, man. That boy could go. And it looked like he's getting better every time.
You think he's finally transitioning to Jungle Man?
Like, yeah, we got to put some respect on him now. You know what I mean? We got to put respect on him.
That's why they changed the song.
You know what I'm saying? Dope match.
Jungle Man.
There was a lot of he got a lot of offense off on him too. What a lot of funny shit was while Tully and Dax was outside. Luchasaurus was holding him like this while they were trying to run to the ring and they handcuffed. That shit was
funny.
Yeah, they were showing a lot of shots of that with them trying to like reach to the ring. Obviously, you ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? But that was hilarious.
Big boy.
You know what I mean? But
I was surprised of this match was the fact that Jungle Boy actually pulled off the win.
Yeah, he got the win. You know what I'm saying? This was match of the night. I give it a 8, maybe an 8.5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely give this like an 8.5.
It was fire. Like this is one you could go back.
I give this match a 9 because they had very different styles of clashing. You know, Cash is more like a technical wrestler, and Jungle Boy is more of like a quick place high fly. You know, and they meshed so well in this match. There was a lot of good ring chemistry and everything in this.
Yeah.
And even with Tully and Dax and outside and everything with Luchasaurus, you saw how much they wanted to get in and try to help Cash, and but Lucha wasn't trying to do it. I think it was a great story all around.
No, you're right. It's Dax. Dax Harwood was in there. It's so hard to remember who
Dax and Cash.
We confuse it all the time. You know what I mean?
with the WWE change of the names, but it was Dax he was fighting.
Dope match.
But I agree with what Focus said. I feel like with Dax's style and Cash's style, they're old school guys. If you can have a great matchup with these guys, it shows that you can go. And Jungle Boy has always been the high flyer. He has a high flying technical style, I would say. Yeah. But FTR, they're traditionalists. So, great match. And I was shocked. Not shocked because they showcased him in big ways. Jericho gave him the rub. He's had a few instances where he's had good showcases, but they kind of like, he goes up and down with it. Hopefully this is a rise for him. Hopefully this even propels them past FTR, maybe into the title picture.
Yeah. I hope that's what
Jungle Express been around for a while. Like, why aren't they in these title pictures in the big stages?
He could have been in the category of breakout male. You know what I mean? Like, because him and Luchasaurus, they really did a great job last year as a tag and then as single wrestlers as well. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised they didn't have a breakout tag team category.
They should have threw that.
I mean, they beat Panda Express.
And moving on, FTR after the Jungle Boy win ends up attacking Jungle Boy, handcuffing Luchasaurus, both hands to the ropes. So dispose of him quick, end up beating his ass. We even get Tully Blanchard jumping off the ropes, hitting the pile driver. This man has got to be in his 60s.
Shout out Tully.
Shout out to Tully, manager of the year.
Not like Arn.
Unlike Arn, who's still banned from the barbecue.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, Cody. As much as you're in the VIP section, Arn is outside smelling the burgers. Not allowed to get in.
You're not getting in.
He's just a horrible, useless manager at this point. Today was the first time in a long time that he says, no, let me stop you. Let me get something in your head. Let me direct you in the right way. He never does that. And when Cody's in danger, he don't do shit. So shouts out to Tully Blanchard, who actually steps in the ring and gets it done for his team.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? But dope match. Like Jungle Boy is gonna be all right, man. He's ready. That boy came a long way. It looked like he's improving every match. You know what I mean? But go ahead. Next up.
We get I don't know if this was a WCW homage, but we get a backstage trashing of Darby Allin's vendor, his merch vendor. They Team Taz whooped everybody's ass, destroyed everything. Was it Ricky Starks that lifted the man above his head and slammed him through a table?
He put him through the table I think it was like a Scott Hall Razor's Edge type shit, I think, right? I could be wrong.
He had him straight body press slam.
And then Brian Cage, he did the same shit that Kevin Nash did when he threw Rey Mysterio.
Darted the dude.
Yeah, he did the same thing with the other dude.
A lot of homages tonight to the old WCW.
As always,
I want Team Taz in a bigger position, and I think they're finally fighting and clawing. And I think by the end of this year, maybe middle of this year, we'll finally get Team Taz in a position that they're finally, the big guys in AEW.
Yeah,
hashtag
stable as a huge stable. They look
hashtag recognize the FTW championship.
Real, you know what I mean. Will Hobbs is looking good. You know what I mean. He was out there whipping. That they're gonna be a problem as a heel stable for a while. You know what I'm saying? Keep him the way it is. Taz could cut a great promo again with his
even Hook was doing something.
Shit is fire, man. I love Team Taz. You know what I mean? They're amazing. They're gonna be all right under Taz.
Yeah. So obviously they have the issues with Sting and Darby, but we'll see more of that over the next 5 weeks. We have next up Dr. Britt Baker versus Shayna. In my eyes, breakout star of the year, Dr. Britt Baker versus Shayna. Super Saiyan Shayna. This was a good match. Showcased a lot of both women. It wasn't a squash by no means. Made Britt Baker look dominant, but also made Shayna look really good.
Yeah, she was dope.
We need more performances like this from the women. We need more women showcase who are actually a part of AEW roster. So I'm glad Shayna is back. Shayna got this opportunity. But Dr. Britt Baker with the submission victory with the lockjaw. Pulls out the purple dipset glove on her.
Yeah, the Laffy Taffy. The Laffy Taffy.
Pulls out the glove, hits her with the lockjaw. So, dominant win for Britt Baker. Thunder Rosa ends up coming out. Britt Baker obviously trying to do the heel thing, attacking her after the match. Thunder Rosa makes the save. Almost busts her ass.
Yeah, you see that?
Get on Britt Baker's ass.
She almost bust her ass running out the ring. I saw that shit, and at least she ain't bust her ass. She caught herself, but she tripped though. It was almost.
Yes. What do you think, Focus? What do you think about that match?
I think it was good. It's good to see Shanna back from. I think she's from France right now. But I think she moved to the United States during the pandemic.
Probably the visa issues that got her kind of.
I think what happened. I think now she lives in the United States, so now she's able to attend more AEW tapings now. So she came back during Dark a couple weeks ago. So now she's I guess she's starting to go on Dynamite, which is pretty good. It's good to see more women competitors, and I think it was good heel work by Britt Baker having Rebel, not Reba, um, interfere in the match, and and it cost Shanna the match, and it made both of them look it made Britt Baker look more like a heel, and it made Shanna not look like uh like a jobber in defeat.
Like a jobber, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Shanna. Like the couple of matches I've seen her on Dark, she's actually very impressive. I like her finisher, the Tiger suplex with the double arm suplex is kind of dope.
Yeah.
And I think she's gonna be all right. She's another one that I'm interested in seeing her in the future, and that's a good addition for the women's division right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I agree. I want to see more women showcase and women that actually are not so green. Maybe they need a little bit of work here and there, but the in-ring work has to
yeah,
be there. And Shayna's one of those, along
that,
with what's her name? She was on Dark the other night.
oh,
What's her name?
last week or yesterday.
Last week she was on Dark last week. Short, stocky.
Layla Hirsch.
Yeah, Layla Hurst.
Legit,
Another one.
Layla Hirsch.
Jalen Hurst is dope.
Layla Hurst is another one that I would kind of want to showcase a little bit more. So
Yeah.
hopefully we get that. This was a good match and a good continuation of the Thunder Rosa Britt Baker situation. Thunder
I can,
Rosa and the NWA, kind of bracket situation is the best thing going on in AEW. Sadly, no AEW women's threads are hitting for me right now.
yeah. So, but
Let's move on though. So
this was a good showcase for Shanna. She's gonna be all right too. She's another one on the come up. That's gonna
yeah.
be impressive.
So moving on to the main event of the evening, the Good Brothers and Young Bucks versus the Dark Order. We have a promo before they go out. A lot of too sweet stuff. Kenny kind of coming out. We have like this awkward situation with Don Callis acting like the Bucks beat the shit out of him. The Bucks kind of seeming like they don't know where this damage came from. This type of damage came from. So obviously Don Callis exaggerating the situation.
Yeah.
Kenny looking kind of upset at the Bucks, but they got it together. Too sweet. Start the match. This was a great match between the Bucks and the Dark Order.
Shout out Stu Grayson. He was going crazy when he got tagged in. And shout out John Silver. Like, yo, they got some impressive wrestlers on the Dark Order, man. Like all of them could go. And when they on fire, they on fire for real. And
Definitely.
and you know what I mean, of course.
The Dark Order's hands down my favorite faction in AEW right now, just because they got all around good situation going. Most of
They
them
all got good
funny
chemistry. Like,
promos.
you could put them all. You could even mix them up on tag teams, and they still they
Yeah,
all
they're
got
still great. I like Uno and Stu. I like Silva and
Yeah.
Reynolds.
like
You know,
they all dope. They all dope in their own way.
I mean, even 5 and 10 is pretty good together.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
And then sometimes they do trios, and they take it up another level and everything. They have a lot of good chemistry in the ring, and
Yeah.
from the whole group, and not just the tag teams.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and the Young Bucks tonight looking in good form. I know one of them were injured, so they actually really looked good in this match. We finally got the muscle driver back, flipping off of the rope. So, that's a testament, I guess, to where they at as far as recovery and stuff.
yeah.
There was no tension as far as the Good Brothers and the Young Bucks in the actual match, but after they win, the Bucks pretty much announced the stipulation for the match next week, and they have this tag team battle royal, I think it was,
Tag team, but for the number one contender spot for their match.
and they're involved in the match. And if they're the winning tag team, they get to choose their opponents. If they lose, then obviously the winning tag team becomes the number one contenders. When they mention the fact that they get to choose their opponents, that's when they turn to Gallows and Anderson and allude to the fact that we might challenge you guys. So when that situation comes, all hell breaks loose. We end up getting Ray.
Ray Phoenix came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Ray Phoenix like a damn bullet. Moxley coming in, hitting the crazy DDT to Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega sold the hell out of that.
It looked like he caught like a seizure.
That was like RVD cell right there.
Like it was crazy.
He got hit right on his head and stood in the air for a couple seconds.
5 seconds, like he caught a seizure. His legs were like all over the
Ray
place.
Phoenix diving out the ring.
Yeah.
To the barricade, damn near flipped over the barricade.
He landed on the barricade.
Yeah, like one leg over, sitting on it.
Chilling.
Yeah,
like, yo,
I thought he was gonna break his neck with that fucking shit.
Yo, Ray Phoenix is a fucking monster.
There's a reason he was High Flyer of the Year. That's what the one category that I really agreed with.
I think that is the only one we all agree with. Ray Phoenix, man, he's crazy, yo. That boy could go. He's crazy, man.
Overall, what do you guys think about this last match, the storylines, and the overall show?
I think this was the second best match of the night. I give it an 8. That quadruple super kick to Stu Grayson. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, at 4 corner.
One of them put him in the throat. One of them put him in the throat. Like I saw, he ain't even block it. Like he got kicked.
That man, God bless that man. He's been taking a lot
like that. I think that was the highlight of the match. When I saw that shit, I was like, that one hurt.
Yeah, he got to see a Bullet Club Elite. What are they being called? Because they're calling themselves Bullet Club and Elite.
I don't fucking know.
They're the Elite.
The Elite Bullets.
That if the Bucks split off and stop dealing with their bullshit, that they bring in the Gorillas of Destiny and they join the Elite, and we got the Elite versus the Bullet Club.
Tama Tonga will never join up with the Young Bucks. He hates them niggas.
Who?
I don't think Tama will join with the Young Bucks.
Well, yeah. Somehow they should mix in the God into this package. I don't know. I don't know where this is going, but
where it goes. But
I'm guessing it's gonna go the way Young Bucks want. They're gonna end up in Gallows and Anderson versus them, probably for both sets of titles. Who knows? Unification. So
I give it an 8.5, man. What y'all give it?
I give the show an 8.5.
Yeah.
I give it an 8.
So this was definitely a big rebound over the past 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Past 2 weeks. We've been
and it was just a setup for next week.
It pretty much. But we've been really harsh the last 2 weeks. Last week especially, super botch fest. I said it was the worst episode of Dynamite ever, and this was a great rebound for this week. So did enjoy the storylines, did enjoy most of the matches. What more can I say? Great rebound. AEW.
Promos was dope. You know what I mean? Definitely good job, y'all. Salute. About, you know what I mean? Y'all got it.
So we can do this all day.
With
that being said, EA, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at EDOTA. That's at E.A. You can also find me in the Facebook group, Kayfabe Avenue Facebook group. Send the hate mail, send the love mail. Join the discussion. Leave your comments on whatever y'all want to talk about. Y'all want us to talk about something, leave it with us. We'll come up here and talk about it.
Focus. Where can they find you?
Send all my mail to E.A. and all my packages over there too. Know what I mean?
I just want to point out, he literally means that. Is in his bio. It says all hate mail to E.A. So we really mean that. He handles that. So you can find me and you can find us collectively at Kayfabe Avenue on IG, on Twitter, on Facebook. Join the conversation. Go on the YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Speaking of subscribing, hit that support link on Anchor. Hit the support link on Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening from or watching from. Donate what you can. Keep the lights going. Keep this Kayfabe Avenue train going. So
the sazon, we need that sazon.
Need that sazon.
You know what I'm saying? Got sprinkled some song on it, baby. You already know.
That was the AEW Dynamite wrap up. This has been Kayfabe Ave and Kenny. Take us home.
Bye and good.